Hey guys, what's going on? Darren here, and welcome back to the F1 22 My Team Career Mode. And this time, we're at Catalonia for the Spanish Grand Prix. If you haven't checked out the last round, go back, go check it out. The Miami Grand Prix was a bit of a difficult race for us. We had a poor qualifying, and things were about to go very well in the race, and then suddenly they didn't go very well, and we finished down in P9. It's definitely worth you guys going back and checking out that race, because yeah, you'll see what I mean, where things were going well, and then all of a sudden they weren't going well. It was, it was a little bit disappointing for us, but hopefully here at Barcelona, things can go a little bit better. And you can see here, before we get into things, we're going to be looking at putting on an ultimate ERS upgrade, and that should come on in time for the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, and that is absolutely perfect for us. Ultimate ERS for Azerbaijan, like that couldn't be any better, because of course at Azerbaijan you've got the very long back straight, and when you've got ultimate ERS, then you know we're gonna have pretty much unlimited ERS, and that down that back straight is gonna be huge for us. It's gonna give us so much time in the race, because we're gonna be able to deploy and harvest so much energy that yeah, it shouldn't be an issue for us at all anymore, saving ERS. Now anyway, here we are in qualifying, and you can see currently we are in P11 in qualifying. We've got Charles Leclerc right behind us, who is currently fastest in qualifying, but this is our fastest lap at the end of qualifying, I believe. You can see it going through the section here, this long right-hander. It's flat out, especially in this Season 3 car, with all the downforce in the world into this section. You can see we're currently a 10th up on our previous lap time. We're over a 10th ahead of Fernando Alonso, and if we can get ahead of him, that will see us into the top 10. And it's through here in this middle section where the Pulse Motorsport car really does come alive. We got a huge amount of downforce on this car. We actually lost a bit of time through there versus our previous lap. But we are very fast through this section. And you can see it now as we run to the end of Sector 2. We're currently just about a 10th down on Fernando Alonso, so we did actually lose a little bit through that section, despite me saying we're very strong through there. And now you can see we're coming through this right-hander, then the final chicane, and it's going to be the end of the lap. We're currently 3/10 up. We found a lot of time in that final chicane. What are we going to be as we get to the line now? Exit the chicane, we find 4/10 of a second. We run to the line now. What's it going to be? Where are we? Let's find out.
The Spanish Grand Prix has been a permanent fixture on the Formula One calendar for over 30 years now, and for good reason. Do you remember Michael Schumacher's absolute dominance here in that rain-soaked Grand Prix in 1996? That day he took his first ever victory for Ferrari, and we've had many more iconic moments since. It's a sellout crowd of 140,000 here today as we await lights out for the 730-metre sprint down into Turn 1. This is a 2.9-mile racetrack. Overtaking is challenging through the 16 corners, but there's still a lot of high-speed excitement to be found, including the flat-out Turn 3 and the terrifying blind right of Turn 9. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. Charles Leclerc lines up on pole position, edging out Lando Norris, who'll start from P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Prost, Perez, Max Verstappen and Sainz, Hamilton, Ricciardo, Fernando Alonso and Robert Schwartzman, Bennett, Gasly, Esteban Ocon and Tsunoda, Magnussen, Mick Schumacher, Lance Stroll and Théo Pourchaire, Joe, Albon, Oscar Piastri and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out then. Let's see who can prevail today.
Whoa, Nicholas Latifi, just a casual 8/10 of a second behind the next car. Go on Latifi. It's such a shame that his career is coming to an end, because, you know, I am going to miss having someone so slow on the grid. Anyway, it's lights out and away we go. We get off to the usual terrible start there. Lose out a couple of places to both of the AlphaTauris, but into Turn 1, we're going to go down the inside on Pierre Gasly. Can we make it stick? No, we can't. We're going to settle in behind him. And actually, it looks like we're going to lose out here to Esteban Ocon. But no, we have the inside line, so we're able to maintain position there from Esteban Ocon. And we get a good run here, and we're going to be able to go down the inside on Gasly. Can we make a stick? Yes, we can. Through we go, down the inside. A beautiful little move there to get past Pierre Gasly. That is us now up to P12. And now we're going to look to go right around the outside of Yuki Tsunoda. Can we make it stick? No, we can't. We're just going to settle in behind Tsunoda. But no, we don't after we switch to the inside. It turns to the outside, and that means that Tsunoda is able to just about maintain position. This is a hectic first lap here in Spain. We are battling hard here with the AlphaTauris. We got past Gasly. We're trying to desperately find a way past Tsunoda. And now we go down the inside on Yuki Tsunoda. Through we go. That is us now up to P11. Next up for us is the Mercedes of Robert Schwartzman. And if we can get past Schwartzman, then it will be the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo. And Ricciardo in this season of My Team Career Mode is much like in real life, really sadly for him. Which is, he is really struggling versus his teammate. Lando Norris is leading this Drivers' Championship, and Daniel Ricciardo, for some reason, is really not featuring in this championship. And I don't know why he's not featuring in it, but he is not. And that's really sad for him. But anyway, back to this race, and we go down the inside. Through we go past Robert Schwartzman. That is us now back into the top 10 in this Grand Prix. And next up for us is the McLaren of Daniel Ricciardo. We go to lap 5. You see the pit strategy is now open, so we can potentially box him for a set of mediums. And we're going to go down the inside of Ricciardo. He gives us the space, and we take that position from him. It's like taking candy from a baby. Through we go past Daniel Ricciardo. That is us now up to P9 in this Grand Prix as we run a little bit wide. And you can see his teammate Lando Norris is currently chilling in 3rd place in this Grand Prix. Our teammate Alain Prost is in 2nd place in this Grand Prix. So things are looking very good for Alain in this Grand Prix. And you can see he's right up the back of the Ferrari there of, I don't know who that is. I'm going to assume it's Charles Leclerc. So yeah, things are looking very good for our teammate Prost. But at the end of lap 5, we're going to dive into the pits for the first of 2 stops in this Grand Prix. It's going to be an early stop for us, stopping about a lap earlier than the rest. We're going to go now onto a set of the medium compound tyres, which should take us a decent way into this Grand Prix before we stop again for a set of hards to take us to the end of the Grand Prix. And look at this, we've got a lot of space here, and we now have to make absolute maximum use of this space because we got a lot of clean air. We got to pump in a qualifying lap, and if we can do that, we might be able to jump the Mercedes of Lewis Hamilton, and that will open up our race very, very nicely. But we do need to find a way past him as quickly as possible, so we do need to make the most of this outlap. And guys, if you are enjoying this video, I would just like to say please do smash the like button down below and subscribe for more F1 content. As I said in the Miami Grand Prix, I apologise for maybe being a little bit slow with the uploads this past week, but next week we will be back to standard schedule, with it being a race week, with us having a preview and predictions, and of course a reverse race as well. And then we've got the Monaco Grand Prix for My Team Career Mode, and Monaco is always an interesting race in my team. And guys, I've already recorded that one, and I have to say it is a very, very fun episode, and I can't wait to get that one out for you guys. Anyway, back to this race. You can see we've got several cars in the pits. Is Lewis Hamilton the Mercedes that is in the pits, or is that Robert Schwartzman? We're going to find out now as we go round the final corner. Here we go now, down the pit straight. What is going to happen here? So down the pit straight we go, and it is Ricciardo, and there is Hamilton. But actually, look at that, Ricciardo's ahead of us. We're going to lose out to Ricciardo. The undercut has not worked here today, and that is very surprising. So far in Season 3 of My Team Career Mode, due to how big the tyre wear has been, it has always been very good to do the undercut. There's a car off. Wait a minute, that is Lando Norris. Lando Norris is off. He's had a spin. There's Hamilton. We're going wheel to wheel with Lewis Hamilton. Are we going to be able to get Hamilton? We're going wheel to wheel here. We're going to have to go round the outside. Can we make it stick on Hamilton? We're going to have the inside. He turns to the inside and boom. There we go. Past Lewis Hamilton. That is us up to P7. And just... sorry about that, guys. Just as I was saying, in this Season 3 of My Team Career Mode, the undercut has been very, very powerful due to how high the tyre wear has been here in Season 3. But for some reason here in Spain, for the first time really it has to be said, the undercut has not been powerful. And it looks like that actually the overcut was the way to go. Which is, yeah, that's very interesting for these next races to see if that is something that does continue to happen. Anyway, we go to lap 14. Sergio Perez has stopped. He's gone off the mediums and onto the soft compound tyres. His teammate Verstappen has gone from the softs to the hard. So Red Bull splitting the medium strategy here. Perez committing to a 2-stop. And we don't really know about Verstappen. He could go for a 1-stop. Or maybe he too is on the soft. He's on a 2-stop as well. He's going to go hard and then go soft at the end of this Grand Prix. But you can see here, as we go to lap number 16, we're right up now the back of Fernando Alonso. We're going to get the DRS on him. And let's see if we can do anything here about Fernando Alonso. And it looks like we're not going to be able to, because if you look at the front right, we've got a front right puncture here in the Spanish Grand Prix. And that is a disaster. We hit the wall. Oh no, that's disastrous for us. We get a puncture and then we hit the wall. We're going to box in now for a set of hard compound tyres. But let's take a look at that on a replay. And as you can see, the front right tyre is flapping around versus the front left. We have a puncture. We've hit the wall and we've damaged our front wing. And I don't know if the team are going to fix that front wing in this pit stop, because we did it as we were going into the pits. And it might have been too late for them to fix it. And it is. Look, they're only changing the tyres to put us onto a set of hard compound tyres. And they haven't changed our front wing. So we've got a damaged front wing. And let's take a look. That is pretty severe damage. It's a full yellow front left front wing. And that is pretty severe for us. And we've had to box early to go onto the hard compound tyres to get to the end as well. And look at that. We got a bit of understeer. And we're coming under threat here from Alex Albon. Is Albon going to be able to do anything about us here? Because we are struggling right now on these hard tyres with that damaged front wing. We run deep. You can see we run very deep. That's going to give Albon an opportunity. Can he do anything about it? No, he can't. Albon's going to go for it actually down the inside. We get caught on the curb. We spin. We hit the wall.
Wow, that was a heck of an impact. Let me know you're okay.
And we're out. We are out of the Spanish Grand Prix. This race has turned into an absolute disaster for us. I don't believe it. It's a disaster here in Spain.
Effort then, which has paid off in spades. A great victory here at the Spanish Grand Prix. Natalie Pinkham, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
I really feel the track layout combined with the track temperatures we saw today suited their car. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature, and the driver did a great job managing that as well. They just look so comfortable out there. It's like anything, it always looks so easy when it all just clicks.
Red Bull are our winners today after showcasing some incredible driving. There's been a huge push from them lately to stay competitive with the other teams, and they're certainly proving themselves.
So that is 2 wins in a row for Red Bull. Things are starting to look pretty good for that team. Let's see if they can keep that up in the next coming races. It's good to see that Prost also got on the podium for Pulse Motorsports, and let's hope he can, maybe soon, get his first win. We shall see though, but it's a good result today for Max Verstappen and Red Bull Racing. So Max Verstappen wins the Grand Prix from Alain Prost in 2nd place, Charles Leclerc finishes in 3rd, Carlos Sainz in 4th, Lando Norris 5th, Alonso in 6th, Perez 7th, Ricciardo is 8th, Robert Schwartzman finishes in 9th, and Yuki Tsunoda rounds out the top 10 here in Spain. And at the end of the Grand Prix, we had 2 DNFs from the Grand Prix, and that was myself and Lewis Hamilton. So as we go now to the drivers' standings, let's see what has happened in the Drivers' Championship. And as you can see, we have dropped from 2nd place all the way down to P6, and Lando Norris has a 31-point lead in the Drivers' Championship. A disastrous result for us here today in Spain. And in the Constructors, Pulse Motorsport has dropped all the way to P4. A disastrous result for us this weekend. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that video, and if you did, as always, comment, leave a like, and if you haven't already, of course, subscribe to the channel for more F1 content. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for more F1 content. Thank you all so much for watching, guys. Bye.